everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time reviewing on Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 20 and His Amazing Friends. Now, this is going to be paying a tribute to Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, the old cartoon series. And this one has Ultimate Spider-Man with Ultimate Iceman and Ultimate Firestar. So let's get on the story. It starts off mainly how Peter's in his room saying, this part already? Focus! Come on! You can do this! Stop daydreaming! It's Einstein! You love Einstein! You want to be Einstein! You want to be the only person you know outside the Baxter Building who has read this. And so Peter thinks, why can't I focus? And he's still haunted by Harry Osborn's death. And he's just looking, thinking, yeah, now I know why I can't focus. Well, meanwhile, Kenny Con's like, come on! 13! And he's thinking about like, how Kitty Pryde asked him out, and, well, doing push-ups. I mean, I've done that once in a while, but I kind of prefer going to the gym mostly. So, meanwhile, MJ's in her job saying, I hate this job! I hate it! I'm Spider-Man's girlfriend, and I'm now wearing this stupid hat for exactly 25 cents over minimum wage. I've been thrown off a bridge. I've been through the sea on webs. And she looks at one of her co-workers getting berated by their boss. And so Liz asks for the lemonade, and it's Liz, and she mainly asks why is she here and all that, explaining how she got a job, saying ever since her father left, she's now having to get a job for extra money. And so Liz gets a drink, and her boss is like, MJ, if you have time to learn. And so Liz is looking around, feeling funny and weird, and, well, she pretty much has a drink. Meanwhile, Ultimate Johnny Storm is with his girlfriend, who's a famous singer and movie star, and so she calls the paparazzi just to get some more attention. You can tell Ultimate Johnny Storm is not pleased. You can tell that she's just doing this to get more publicity, and doing this just to get more fame. And meanwhile, Kitty Pryde is having lunch. Everyone's looking at her, but she does this to show off. So meanwhile, Ultimate Peter and MJ meet up with Ultimate Johnny Storm, and so he's like, working homework. Come on, let's do something. Why does everyone have baby dolls? You can't be seen here. And, Peter actually makes a point. Johnny Storm is part of the Fantastic Four. Everyone knows who he is. And just then, Kitty Pryde sees Johnny Storm, and they all talk and stuff, saying, and you, and she's, and you can tell that they're not happy because they're bringing up the whole mutant thing. So just then, before anything can get worse, Ultimate Iceman shows up saying, is that? Yep. Hey, it's Iceman from the X-Men, Human Torch. Kitty? Oh, hey man. And so she explains that, saying, like, oh my god, get out of here, Bobby. What? I just wanted to... You do not just come around here, make a whole thing. No. When you think about it, you think Iceman would have a bit more smart in his brain to probably wait until Kitty Pryde's at home. Doing this is just going to cause more attention. And yet, there's a giant ice slide around. People are going to notice for miles. And so she's talking about why she left the X-Men and all that, saying that we miss you and stuff. And so, mainly, Iceman leaves in a huff. And just then, Liz talks to Johnny Storm, saying that she feels funny. But Johnny Storm encourages her that it's nothing. Afterwards, they're like, don't sweat about it, Kenny. She likes you. And so Iceman tries to talk with Kitty Pryde, and she's like, but just so we're clear, you're saying to me, I'm sorry I was a jerk. And I'm sorry I disappeared you and took advantage of your feelings. And that I'm cuter than Rogue any day of the week. Yeah, there was this whole sort of Iceman dating Rogue thing going on. And Iceman gives Kitty Pryde a note explaining that the X-Men wrote it. She looks at it and tearfully wipes her tears away. Well, Johnny Storm and Liz Allen are now together, and everything is all things fine. So afterwards in the beach, they're talking about movies and stuff, and meanwhile, the guys are at the beach talking, and the girls say, "You guys coming in? There's girls here." "Yep." "Oh yeah." "Yep, nothing like, going into the river with a mutant, a Fantastic Four member, and a superhero." So, meanwhile, after having a little campfire, which I'm actually surprised how they're able to light something on fire, but then Liz sees something strange, and turns out she's a mutant. After all that back talk, she's a mutant. And so Liz starts panicking and going off, and "Johnny, go!" "What the hell?" "I don't know." "She's a mutant?" "I don't know." So yeah, Liz is pretty much the universe version of Firestar. So there's no actual version of Angelina Jones. And so she's like, "Don't touch me." And yeah, Johnny Storm gets thrown down. So Iceman has to go and try and cool her down. Well, Johnny Storm says, "I'm fine, by the way." And so Liz wants to find out why she has these powers and what's been going on. But the communicator goes off and Johnny has to leave. Because if it's something important, he knows he has to be there because Fantastic Four stuff. So Liz mainly tries to leave and goes Firestar form and leaves. Well, Kenny points out to Peter to go after her and points out that he's supposed to be a hero. And Peter leaves off. And Kitty Pryde's like, "Hey, I didn't tell him. I didn't." "She didn't tell me." Yeah, it's obviously Kenny figured this out some time ago. Because if you remember back in Volume 3, he figured out it was Peter Spider-Man. So meanwhile, Iceman and Firestar are going through the city, while Peter Parker is trying to catch up with them, and Liz manages to call her off. And so they manage to talk, explain what's going on, and they're pointing out that she's a mutant and she could do so much good with her powers, and so on. So, after a whole saying about there's a school that Iceman goes to and that they can help her, she mainly takes off again, but Peter Parker now sees someone, and it's Magneto saying, "Destiny, my child." And then we got issue 20, where Magneto shows up saying, "Miss Allen, it is a long past time for you to discover who you are and where you come from." And so, mainly, Magneto takes down both Spider-Man and also Iceman down and tries to talk with Firestar, pointing out how that he knows who her father is, and he's saying he's one of the Brotherhood. So, after trying to talk with her, Liz makes it all the way back to her house, where her mother's like, "Oh my god, Liz, what happened?" And so, after she explains who her father is, she explains that she met him in the circus, and there was a night of passion. And Firestar is angry beyond imagination, saying, "You shut up, you liar!" And so Peter Parker manages to bring the X-Men with Ultimate Cyclops, Ultimate Jean Grey, Ultimate Colossus, Ultimate Wolverine, Ultimate Nightcrawler, and Ultimate Storm. And so they manage to try and rescue Liz Allen. and Liz takes off again. Yeah, you'd think the X-Men would probably keep more track on her, and yet now everyone's just seen what happened. And so Liz makes it to Mary Jane's house, and she explains to her what's been going on. And so Peter Parker shows up to explain, and says that he's Spider-Man, and that him and MJ have known for quite some time. Yeah, when you think about it, I think Peter has this really bad and annoying habit where he keeps revealing his identity. This is just gonna come to bite him in the ass. And so Liz decides to do some good with her powers and decides to go to the school, which we only see her in volume 19, which didn't last long. So, many years back, Magneto is talking with Bob about what happened and how he came back, and explains that he has a child, and that he will find the child when the time is right. He's like, I have a daughter? So I'm going to have to end it there. So, I think it's actually good stuff for the first Amazing Friends run, even though there's a few sort of differences, like Liz Allen being Firestorm at, so it's not bad. I give this a good thumbs up. I'm still going to continue the other stories in this volume, so like, comment, and subscribe. Comic Reviewer here, signing out.